So today we'll be doing my new true melee Amara build, which I called Fallout Punch. That's why is Fallout Radiation. We have a lot of explosions on this build. We'll be we'll be having a lot of explosions going around because this is also like a radiation heavy build. Another one of those. And this might be my new favorite Amara build. I keep having new favorite Amara builds. That's just how it goes. It's really fun. So let's just get right into it. We have actually a mobbing and a bossing set. For the mobbing set, our mobbing punching gun will be unforgiven with Terror Cryo. Everything will be with Terror Cryo because there's also a Terror build. So you have Terror Cryo. For a bossing punching thing, because you can also do bosses with this, like even Proving Ground bosses, some of them, or just like normal bosses. You can do the Psycho Stabber with Terror Cryo again, like I said. Yeah, because it's mostly single target. Well, it depends on the boss. So just a stronger melee damage hit on a boss will be better. Unless the boss has a lot of mobs that you can use. I got an angel with Terror Cryo, that's for like the fish. Or also a max level Quasar. Hex. And also for indiscriminate hits, because we have indiscriminate on this build. Great MP5 for movement speed, doesn't matter any annoying. You don't even have an annoying. Face Puncher with Terror Cryo, that's for second winds and for flying enemies. We also have Terror Cryo on this as well. And we also have a Disruption for debuffing. I don't think I should have made it not radiation, because I actually wanted to record this video before school at like 10 AM. But I was like in the Valkyries, and it crashed my PC because of the radiation particles. So when we'll be doing Valkyries, I need to be careful again. If I lose the recording, that'll be so bad. For our shield for mobbing, we'll be doing the triple turtle radiation old god with ASC Terror. This will also be like another way of survivability, because we usually do absorb or vagabond on the old god but for this I wanted to do triple turtle. I also wanted to try some reflect stuff on this build, but I keep killing the enemies before they can kill themselves with the reflected shots. So it's like kinda useless, but not quite. You can do a pure reflect build if you want. But also triple fleet level 1 revolter with ASC Terror, that's for bosses. Phase Zerker for our class 1 Phase Zerker with +5 anima, because this is also a dot build of sorts. So there's like melee explosion dots. And like something else again, because I was recording this. Splash damage radius, splash damage and melee damage. This will be our mobbing class mod, and for our bossing class mod we'll be doing the Muse with +3. Jab Cross, Illuminated Fist, and 1 point into Blade Bear with splash damage radius, splash damage and melee damage, or splash damage radius, splash damage and melee damage, yeah. I can also do 3 points into Blade Bear, 1 point Illuminated Fist, and 1 into Jab Cross. This is what I have right now on here, I don't feel like changing. For our class mod, for Artifact, we're doing an Atom Bomb Static Charge with radiation damage, melee damage, AoE. And also for other passives of the Phase Decker, action skill cooldown, action skill damage, crit damage, radiation damage, AoE, and melee for the static charge. Static charge buffs are melee by a lot because it gives us a shock bonus element and the chains. We have the Unforgiven for the bonus crit damage on our static charge chains. And since we also have bonus elements on this build, we can innately crit with actual punching. You can't do that normally. So we get bonus crit damage on our melee crits with like corrosive and shock from this. But Atom Bomb also to buff our explosions. I'm trying to go fast. I can also do ASC cooldown or action skill cooldown, elemental damage of sorts. And for mobbing, we'll be doing a level 1 hex radiation recurring with terror damage and fire rate. That's gonna be for irradiating mobs for explosions. For strong bosses, we have the fish, triple link, every element, terror damage and fire rate. We also have a level max level hex, the same as level 1/1. Crow radiation, recurring, and terror damage and fire rate. And we also have level 1 Mesmer, level 1 Pierce, and level 8 Quasar. I said like Mesmer in a weird way. Level 1 Mesmer, level 1 Pierce, level 8 Quasar. all with terror damage fired. Mesmer is optional on this build. You have so much survivability that you barely need it. But you can use the Mesmer if you want. And then have like another source of irradiating mobs. You can like throw a Hex and then throw a Mesmer. Piss for debuffing and then Quasar for like tracking enemies off the map. But we also have a Snow to start with Victory Rush with double move speed and AoE damage. Yeah, I'm gonna go fast. For blue 3, only points are 5 points into harm for increased action skill damage on the Tested Bind chains, because we're gonna be doing Tested Bind on the build. It's only pretty much just leftover points. For orange 3, we're doing 5 points into Enema for increased dot damage and triple dot duration. With 10 points in, we gain 40% bonus dot damage, triple dot duration, and for 80% bonus action skill dot damage, which barely even happens. Steady hands, universal skill, bonus handling and accuracy. We spec it to get down to the rest of the tree. 2 points into infusion, also to spec down the tree. 5 points into Tempest for increased elemental damage and for even more shock damage. Illuminate the Fist to convert action skill element to our melees, which in this case will mostly be corrosive. 5 points into Wildfire to spread radiation everywhere. 40% chance to spread dots. 30%. Holy okay. 3 points into Indiscriminate for ricocheting projectiles. This will be good for the Guardian Angel when we do like some shots. You can even use the Guardian Angel to get out of half your life, or like shoot a Guardian Angel at a ties that binded mob. I think that's how you said. Ties that binded mob. So this will also be useful. 1 point into sustainment. We actually have sustainment for once for lifesteal. And then for forceful expression for 18% bonus elemental damage. You know, this is like kinda shit. Cause it buffs our gun damage, our shield damage, and grenade damage. So I guess for the heck it could be useful if you wanna do a level 72 one. But it's kinda risky on a true melee build. For our main action skill we're doing Twisted Bind. For a green tree we're doing 3 points into personal space for up to 54% bonus gun only V2. The closer we are to the enemy, so for the Guardian Angel this will be cool, but it like kind of conflicts with it, because you know you need to be farther away from the Guardian Angel, but for the skill you need to be closer to the enemy. So you can get a sweet spot for this at the Guardian Angel's damage bonus. 2 points in the clarity to spray down the skill tree, go down to 3 points to Samsara. For gun damage and HP regen, this will also be another way of survivability. We get 25% bonus HP regen, add 5 stacks of Samsara, and we have a long duration, 20 seconds. And we also get 25% bonus gun damage from this, which is really nice. 2 points into Helping Hands. For some damage reduction, but also to spec down to Final Center for double parry damage, increased melee range. And leftover point in 1 mindfulness for some movement speed, even though... No, okay, if we don't have Speed Demon. So this will be somewhat useful, I guess. And like I said, our general element will mostly be corrosive, because that's just pretty much the ideal one for endgame. 5 points into trusting yourself for universal skill. We'll also be swapping a lot, so the swap speed bonus is nice. Charge speed and reload speed. We don't even have a free article of this build, so like charge speed isn't useful. Reload speed could be useful. 5 points into no mistake signature for increased melee damage after dodging an enemy, which happens a lot on this build, like you know. So we have that. 5 points to heavy rain for increased projectile speed and splash damage for the Guardian Angel, and for body and mind procs, and for the fish. This will be really useful. This entire row of skills is useless. Ebb and Flow we don't need because we have sustainment. We're not freezing, so we don't need these 2 skills. Combo Breaker, so that we can reset our cooldown while getting a melee kill, or after getting a melee kill. To start ties up and cooldown. 2 points into Dreadful Freedom. You know, 2 points into Dreadful Freedom. We already have so much. We already have so many melee damage buffs. So like we don't need even more. But we also need to get down to the Clear the Mind. So 5 points to Burn Both Ends, which is a more important skill cast though. 75% bonus elemental and kinetic damage at 15 stacks of Burn Both Ends, which is more important than having even more melee damage on this build. 3 points into body and mind for splash damage on our melees, and that's just the Nova. Clear the mind to ignore elemental resistances, but for like True Guardian Takedown, you still want an element match. And for action skill augment, we're doing expedite. For mechanism modifiers, we're doing more than a boomer, so that we can keep up our grenades. Healy Avenger, Drone Ranger, and not the face. This might sound weird not doing not the face, because we need to be critting to with the selector chains. But like I can't do post-mortem for this because I just keep running into the death skull. There's not true melee build, so it'll be hard to not die to the death skull. But like every other very hard mega modifier is like really shit. Like roguelite, no, or like a very reduced fight for lifetime. You still can get a second win when you're in the going down animation or just finish the going down animation. There's like a 0.00001 second window to get a second win. But like so like I decided to do this because the Unforgiven crit damage kinda negates the reduced crit damage from this. So not the face will pretty much be the go-to very hard mayhem modifier for Mayhem 10. Well yeah, so in a way you can this is basically 4 builds in one with the Beskar. This is a melee build. This is a melee red explosion dot reflect build. 4 in 1. I didn't even do pretty much any testing with the Beskar. I don't want to test it on video, because I want to go fast. But also there's empty that's an option. And for the first mobs we'll actually like need to get the damage going, so like it will take us a few punches to get the first kill, but then it's easy from then. So as you can see, it takes a few punches. With Slated Bind, you can like one-shot mobs. Okay, I think it's the beginning. Yeah, the one-shots are starting to happen. Boom, boom. We have to get rid of the third guys. It's 8:08 PM as I'm recording this. So 38 minutes this video should have been uploaded. I said 38 minutes ago this video should have been uploaded. Flying guy, get rid of that. Boom, boom, boom. See, it takes like 2 to 3 punches, sometimes even 1 punch to finish most mobs. With the Unforgiven, I want to point out, so that's not even the highest crit damage bonus on a gun. If you really want to do the Psycho Cyber from mobbing, you can. And it will pretty much one-shot mobs. But if people are actually doing true melee builds, then they can know about the Unforgiven's power. There are many true melee builds in this game that use the Unforgiven as the main punching thing. I wonder if I can one-shot Kraken. I also need to be healing myself safely. Okay, Kraken, come here. Wait. In True Guardian Takedown, this is kinda hard to true melee against Guardians. Because they have so much knockback that you just keep getting ping-ponged between all of them. So it's hard to keep actually consistently punching the Guardians. They should have just pulled a Krieg to give Amara increased weight so that she doesn't get knocked back as much. Like, I was getting frustrated when I was fighting Guardians with this build. Necrotophic creatures are fine. They don't have as much knockback. They still have some knockback, but it's not as much. But Guardians at least are shielded, so that means, if you have shock, then that's the highest bonus while using shock on another element, or like using an element on an armor or on an HP bar of sorts, which is 2.5 times bonus. So it's not the standard one, it's 2.5 times 250% of the damage. Shit. Oh, fuck. So it's basically 2.5 times damage. Fuck this one dog. I also need to be careful with the radiation disruption once again. I jinxed myself on the original attempt. I literally said I need to be careful with this disruption. Do not crash my PC. 10 seconds later, my PC crashes and I lose the recording. So I decided, fuck it, I'll record it after school. Okay, this is kind of a shit attempt of at this spawn. Okay, be careful. Oh, this should be good. Yush, yush. So you can clear victories with this build. You can even do True Sarah of Supremacy. I actually true meleeed True Sarah of Supremacy. Just because it's the easiest proving ground boss. So I just, you know, Sense Disruption, Shock Imbued, Element. This same setup as here. Oh no. Except our access element, like I said, is Shock. You don't even need to do the Sense Disruption for mobbing. But we're gonna do it just cause I can. And this would be one more melee, I think. Yeah. So be careful. This will be bad. This will be bad. Let's not do that. Okay, I don't think I debuffed Sick Drifter enough. This would be good. Oh, Fielder's gonna die so hard. One shot. Like one melee. One punch. One punch woman. This is what Amara is. One punch woman. Yush. No, so I crashed on the Rota. I crashed my PC on the Rota. I should not have done that. That was risky. Okay, let's put away this as disruption because I don't want to lose another recording. What did I do? Wow. Okay. Anyway. I don't want to. I don't even want to take the loot. We're at the bridge. This will be a really fun part of the takedown. Yush, yush, yush. Funny melee range. Radiation bell. I should not have done that. Oh my god, the explosion killed me. You can get really satisfying explosions on this build. Get out of here, dog. Yush, yush, yush. Holy. I'm stuck in two dogs. I really do not appreciate that shit. Yush, 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 yush. I think does Find Yourself even work in Fight for Life? Cause I didn't even notice. I just realized, does it even work, or am I just punching like normally? Maybe it's just like it still works, but like Amara's arms aren't showing us active because, you know, Fight for Life. Maybe that's what's up. See, with Expedite we have crazy cooldown as well. We got like 5 kills there, and we have a 5-second cooldown. Fire heavy. Dog, get used. Boom. He wasn't irradiated. Everybody needs to be irradiated. You get irradiation, you get irradiation, everybody gets irradiations. I knew it. No, I still punch. Okay, maybe I think it's just the like extra fists arm punching. Fuck that singular dog, man. And corrosive heavy, great. Is that enough? Yes. Corrosive heavy, fire heavy. Okay, I don't give a shit about. I'm gonna fish slap them. Boom. Okay, fire heavy on a fire fish on a fire heavy. Was that 3 corrosive heavies? And for Wotan, we're not gonna be doing true melee because deadly aura, and I don't feel like dealing with that bullshit. So we'll just do fish to speed up the process. How do I bust my shield safely? I think I might just rely on the hex. Yeah, I think I'll just throw a level 1 hex on myself, and then do the funny. Yush. Boom. Shield busted. Now we can switch to the hex. We don't even need a Psycho Stabber for this. So we can switch back to the Unforgiven. Boom. Boom, perfect. Boom, perfect. Good fun. Good jump. No, not a good jump. If this was a true Wotan speedrun, then it'd have been busted. Fucking damn it, Wotan. Get out of here, fish. Now ties. Boom. I'm pretty sure that was the perfect ending there. So box execute. I'll switch back to my mobbing setup. Yep. What do we got? Holy Grail, Golden Rule, Torrentix, Boom, Beacon, Breaker, Dragon. I'll use the Dragon, I want to point out. Driver. So that's execute. Distributor, Serial Killer, and Hunter Seeker. So I'll leave the save file in my Discord, which I'll leave a link to in the description. It's a really fun build, and I really encourage you to try it out for yourself. See you tomorrow with more videos of sorts. Bye bye.